pretty words I love to hear. You don't even know how deep I feel. I'm playing it cool, but I'm losing it over you. Lately I've been trying on your last name, but it just feels so soon. It's just going way too fast. Every time you look at me, I can't go back. But I don't wanna tell you that. Can try to fight, but it matter every time I try. I fall deeper into you, I can't deny. I'm breaking all my rules. I can't help but give in to you. I
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Tanner Houck.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by. With three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Check swing, and he went strike one. Hard hit left side. In time to Bush. One up, one down. Now batting Jarren Duran. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That one missing low. One out, base is empty. Check swing, no appeal. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for three. The relay throw.
No, he's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Swinging a foul straight back. Duran stands at third with one gone in the inning. Witt zips it to first, but it's 1-0 as the run scores. And now it's Brandon Lowe.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
2 outs. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. Stop. Tosses to first. Out number 3. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. The pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Ball 1.
Swinging a foul straight back. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. This is Bryson Stott. That's way outside. 1-0. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And that one hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. The relay in there safely.
He was all over that one. They tried to jam him inside with the cutter, and he got it in there, but I have a feeling he was sitting on that pitch, that location, because he was all over it.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Back to right. Wood gets under it. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one. 2 out, space is empty. Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. The high heat, too much on that one. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Hout back to work. Just missed. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
1-1.
And now we count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first, and quickly one away in the second. And digging in for Philadelphia, James Wood. Just missed. And it's fouled away. That one pushed foul. Tied up here in the early going. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. There goes the runner. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Wood over at first with one away. On the ground, right side. 4, 6, 3, double play. And the inning is over. Back here at the friendly confines. And now here's the veteran DH, Ian Happ. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Half lays off. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now it's going to be Sal Frelick. In the air, right field. Wood has this one sized up. Makes the grab. 2 down. Michael Bush digs in now. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
In the air, left field, down the line. Hernandez on the move. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here at Wrigley Field, on to the 3rd inning. And now for the Phillies, Spencer Horwitz. And that misses. And that is ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. Frelick raging back towards the wall. Makes the catch up against the wall. Brendan Donovan stands in for the Phillies. Liner caught it, second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
That one the other way. Stop. Throws to first. And they get Turner for the out. And that is the inning. Back here at Wrigley Field as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now Gabriel Moreno. Now fly ball to right center. Duran makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
This to 3rd, and it goes just foul. Man. Goes, bats left, throws right, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. One down, base is empty. Not close with that one, and that's ball one. And that's too high.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Went down on strikes his first time through. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Tatis waits. And a swing and a line drive at a right field.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
The 1-0. Flares it into the outfield. Dunks one in. Third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
A couple of singles back to back. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Next to hit, Bobby Witt Jr. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Tatis on third. Stop on at first with 2 down. Wheeler with a throw over. Stop. Back in on a dive.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Wheeler picks to first.
He's safe.
And he dives back in safely. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And the count 1-2. And the pitch. And that one misses up and in. And the count is 2-2.
2 strikes.
Runner on the goal. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And stepping in is the speedy Jarren Duran. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, these Phillies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike.
Oh, that ball got him pretty good out there on the mound. And he's safe at first.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Go ahead run on base. Schwarber the next to hit. 1st round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. Ball 1, no strikes.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Runner on the go. That's back there. Into the shrubbery and out of here. And they add a pair. It's 3-1. Lau at the plate. Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
And that is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1.
Inside ball.
Smoked on the ground a second. Stop over to first in time. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 4-1. James Wood stands in for the Phillies. Reached on an infield outside low. And that's ball one. Now one miss. How? Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 5-1. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Fought off foul.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Spencer Horwitz. In the first pitch, misses for ball one.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Rip, but it curls foul. 2 outs.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And here is Brendan Donovan. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Tatis makes the catch, and that'll do it. Ready to go, bottom 4. So up now for Chicago, Eugenio Suarez. Just missed.
You know, these Cubs, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got it. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Ian Happ up to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Next offering is downstairs. And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And a 4-pitch walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Freeland in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
No balls, 2
Hat
strikes.
at first, 1 gone. Foul ball, still 0-2. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And now 2 aboard.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Now here is Michael Busch. 0-1.
0-1. One ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Squirts away from Langoliers. And a foul ball. Two aboard, 2 outs. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Trey Turner. Houck back to work. That
Ball
one way
one, no
outside. Ball one.
You know, these Phils, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Jarren Duran. And now 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's already homered in this game. Bush. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Parker Meadows. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a ground ball. Turner with the throw to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 2. Swings through that one. 0-1. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. On the ground to third. To first. And they take care of Tatis for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Rip towards third. Sends it across to first. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lowe. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering way off the plate. Line to left. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered here in this one. Way inside. Lowe stands at second with no outs. Out to short. Witt. Safe at first as they can't make the play. James Wood now at the plate.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Swing and a miss.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout.
And that'll get down for a base hit. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Way out front for strike 2.
His strikeout. You need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. In the air, out towards right center. Makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. Save!
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Reese Hoskins. 1 out, runners at the corners for him. And a strike on the outside edge. Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And a base hit knocks in a run. Around second is Wood. Throw into third. He's in there.
Comes through with the RBI. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
Donovan up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside, ball one. Witt makes his way towards it. Makes the catch. Out number 2. So the Philly batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner. 0 for 3 in this one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. 0-2 now. In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 outs. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll do it. Back here at the friendly confines. Leading off, Bobby Witt Jr.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. So a man at first. And up next for Chicago, Eugenio Suarez. Alexis Diaz gets the ball now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. And there's a ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. He is struck out, and he is walked. Happ, 30 years old now, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, out, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Meadows in position. Hauls it in for the out. One down. Kyle Schwarber digs in now.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And that's downstairs and outside. Right side, hard hit. Schwarber out of the play.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Loud in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Back here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Sal Frelick. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tyler Holt.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wastes no time there, just kept it simple.
So man aboard, Michael Busch, the next to hit. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well,
the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Frelick on at first, nobody out.
1 ball,
pitch out,
2 strikes.
But no action. Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and the runner stays where he is. Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. Both 2 in this one. In the air, right field. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now. Parker Meadows, the next Cub to hit. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Strike 1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
2 outs.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We go to the 8th, and now for the Phillies, Teoscar Hernandez. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. I remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Ripped to short. Zips it across. First out in the top of the 8th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, James Wood, 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. And now the catcher comes up to him, Shea Langoliers. And first offering is fouled off. And there's 2 away. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
0-1.
Hoskins pushes it foul. Ball one low.
Ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he'll do it again. Runner takes off. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 9-1. Brendan Donovan now at the plate. Ground ball right side. Stop. The throw to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, on to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. Edwin Uceta into the game. That one outside. And that is ball 1. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside. That's hard hit on the line. Duran makes the play, and there's one away. So up next, Bryson Stott. There's the strike.
Filthy changeup right there.
0-1's
Just
the
pulled
count.
the string.
Late swing, foul to the left. The Phillies up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him swinging. Langoliers down to first with it. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. 2 outs, base is empty. So up now for Chicago, Bobby Witt Jr. That one hit the knees for a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2. That's a little bit low.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Way high.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You could tell.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. And first offering is fouled off. Hendricks, a 6-foot righty, 235 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. And a good eye there. Into center and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
It's been a rough one for him so far at the plate, but that'll help. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Duran now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Late on that fastball.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
The 0-2. In the dirt, but kept close. Turner, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. In the dirt. Suarez goes to second for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. And we're back. Bottom 9. Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. Uceta back to work. And that one sliced foul. Not even close there. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Tosses across the first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Ian Happ. And the first offering is not close. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-1.
Swings and misses. And they're down to their last out. And up next for Chicago, Sal Frelick. Jacob Junis comes on now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And that's strike 1. Ground ball, and this should do it. Trey Turner gloves it. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Here's Michael Toglia, who struck out swinging his first time. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0.
Counts
The
1-0.
Cubbies with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9.
Hey. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No throw, he's in there safely. Man on second, 2 down.
2 balls.
This
1
one
strike.
in the dirt. The next offering misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. The Cubs down to their final strike. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Frelick comes in to score. And it's an RBI single, and it's 9-2.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play.
Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Phillies slug their way to a win in this one. Wheeler with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.